This is my countdown.
Okay.
It's my countdown to start the podcast.
I liked it.
I do like you recording in a dress, though.
Oh my god.
That's step one
My
of this podcast.
sexy Easter dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as
That's
previously referenced.
As referenced. You delivered. I appreciate it. I did have something else for you today, though. I may need the help of the potheads. Your pothole group.
Oh, yeah?
You've started.
You're going to summon them?
I may need to summon them because, I hate to admit it, but you did good work before.
Okay.
With the potholes.
Okay.
And I've got one.
I'm listening.
It's at right where the mall is, where I take my turn into AMC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge pothole there.
Yep.
And so I'll drop a pin or something. I'll let you know.
I can send you the number. You can leave a message.
Don't feel like that is the correct course of action when you have a whole organization that does this.
Yeah, we did have a fan who wanted to sign up to be part of the group.
Yeah, I want to be part of the podcast.
Wondering if there was a Facebook group yet.
I mean, on 420, there should be a pothole group meeting, maybe. That's kind of funny. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, beyond that, I think we need to talk, and I'm ashamed to say it, that there's been little development in our anniversary discussion.
It's very sad.
We're really struggling with the anniversary
We've
thing.
talked about it a lot.
Wednesday.
There's just been no progress.
Yeah.
So today our recording is Sunday. Our anniversary is Wednesday. And we've come up with nothing.
Nothing. Really don't know. We talked about matching tattoos.
Yeah. Like complementary, not necessarily getting the same tattoo, just something that goes together.
So if you guys have ideas out there,
we'll
definitely take them.
I did some research, but I just didn't find anything I like. And the things I like, you don't like. And I don't know.
Maybe we should pick a spot on our body first. Because I don't know where. I guess it depends what it is.
I don't think it has to be in the same spot either, though.
Oh, that's true.
Like,
does it have to be on our body?
For a tattoo?
Oh,
that's usually how they like to do things.
I guess so. Maybe we could get like... I don't know. I really don't know.
Our youngest offered to make a game for us, which I thought would be fun.
That's true.
We probably should have had him do it to record on the podcast. But he was like, what if I interviewed you guys separately and asked you questions and then asked you the questions to see if you could say what the other person came up with, like to try to match answers. So
it's true, like a match game.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. I thought that was just sweet that he was thinking about it because he brought it up on his own.
That'd be fun. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
We got to do some. I really, honestly.
Yeah. I asked them. So in 2020 was our 15 married and 20 together. And it was during COVID, right after COVID had started. So we were kind of quarantining at home. And so the boys opened this restaurant that they called JSOs for Jackson, Stella, and Oliver. And Jackson was the chef and Oliver was the waiter, and they dressed up and they decorated the table, and it was just beautiful. They had music and they cooked for us, and we had menus on the table, and so it was very special. And I went from being very bummed that this big anniversary for us was in quarantine, and then ended up just thinking it was one of the best anniversaries we've had. You ended up surprising me, and you had a new ring for me. You re-proposed, and then the boys reread our vows to us because we wrote our own vows, and so they reread our vows, and we renewed our vows in the kitchen in front of the set table, and it was so sweet. And so I'd asked them, like, I said, could y'all maybe reopen JSOs for a night? But Jackson is just so busy. He's so busy with school right now. He's in a play that's opening this Thursday. So he's like, I'll be at dress rehearsal, but we'll
work on it. Let me think. Maybe we can record the podcast somewhere fun.
Maybe.
Like there's a couple independent bookstores around that I bet would let us record.
Do a video recording.
Oh man, yeah, and we could do it. I mean, there's a lot of podcasts doing video podcasts as a way of marketing.
Regardless of what we do, I'm excited to celebrate 20 years married and 25 together.
Can you believe it?
It's crazy.
It's been hectic around here. I think that's part of the reason we haven't been able to really think of anything.
Spring is always crazy.
Spring is crazy.
It was kind of silly to get married in April, knowing I wanted to be a teacher and that we were going to have kids. And like, we just didn't know. We were naive that this was like
we also planned it in 8 weeks.
Oh, true. I mean,
It wasn't a long.
Everybody thought I was pregnant, but I was like, no, our anniversary is just on a Saturday and we want to keep the date.
And that's about it. That was literally.
We'd had the idea for
months. We've been talking about it.
It just came together really quickly because we just wanted to keep our anniversary. That was really it. True. And our date happened to be available at this the hotel that we got married at, and they said if you were trying to do this a year from now, it's not available, but it happens to be available. So we took it as a sign and went ahead and went through with it.
True.
20 years ago.
Yes, that was 20 years ago. And then this week, we're just busy. Everything's busy. We had the mechanic guy out to come do some work.
On the car.
On the
car. Yeah.
And you know what that made me really think about?
Mm.
Our male protagonist that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
But I thought, what are some sexy careers? Like, could we have a mechanic that's like the main lead? Like,
yeah.
Could that be a thing? So,
Works
for
with
you.
his hands, gets a little dirty.
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, for you, I put together a game.
Oh, okay.
I've got a list of careers,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to rank them 1 to 10 by how sexy they are.
Okay.
So 1 being not that sexy.
Okay.
And then 10 being like...
Just my personal opinion.
Just your personal opinion.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Number 1, podcaster.
The one sitting across from me is pretty sexy.
Okay. What number? You got to give it a number.
I don't know. I have to hear the other ones. Is this like the TikTok videos where you have to rank it before you even know?
Sure. Yes.
What else is on the list?
No, you can't.
This is so hard for my brain. This is, I don't like getting locked in. Podcaster, probably like an 8.
Okay. What about...
Because number 1 is sexiest, right?
Wait.
1 is sexiest, 10 is least sexy?
No, it's the other way around.
10 is most sexy?
10 is most sexy.
What kind of a ranking system do you use? Number 1 is number 1.
No. The opposite. If you say somebody's a dime, that means they're 10. That means they're hot.
I know.
So we're going like, oh,
on
they're
the
10.
TikTok videos, number 1 is highest. It's
Does
the
this
first.
look like a TikTok video to
I
you?
just asked if that's the game we were playing.
I said 10 is the sexiest.
Okay, then it would be, what, a 2?
It's not sexy? Podcaster's not sexy?
No.
Okay, well, don't ask me. Okay. What about architect?
Hold on, I gotta write this down because I'm gonna forget what I've said.
10 sexiest.
Okay. So I said 2 was a podcaster. Okay.
Yeah. Architect.
Oh wait, it should have been a 3 because if 8 was, that's 3 from the bottom.
Goodness. Okay.
Okay, so 3 was the podcaster.
Okay.
3 from the bottom. Okay.
Okay.
And was it architect?
Architect.
Oh, that's pretty sexy. Very math-minded. Oh yeah, buildings are like, yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a 7.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll write that down too.
Okay.
This is really just for our book and for our next book. This is just good research for me.
Or you're gonna be looking for your next career.
Or maybe a little role play. You never know what's gonna happen. What about...
I'm gonna show you some blueprints, girl.
Pilot.
Ooh. It's pretty sexy, but I feel like I've known a couple.
Okay.
That I'm like,
okay.
I don't know. It's pretty hot though. Okay, an 8.
Okay. What about bartender?
Ooh, that's a real good one.
Oh, okay. We like bartenders.
I do like bartenders. They're so good at talking and then make you drinks. Man, I'm gonna give that a 9.
Okay, bartender's 9. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh man.
What about carpenter?
Oh, that's so hot. The book we're reading, he's a carpenter. He's so hot. Oh, that's hard because now I only have 10 or 6.
Well, you can reuse the numbers. I didn't mean like you have to be locked in.
I'm just.
I've got a list of like
10.
20. No. I'm just kind of rolling through them.
See, okay, that's why I asked if it was like the TikTok videos where
the answer was no.
Let's go back and play the tape because I think you said it was like that. Okay, all right, okay, bartender, yeah, okay, that was a 9.
Just
and then
a scale.
carpenter's also really hot. I'm gonna also go with a 9.
Okay. Photographer.
Pretty hot. Maybe a 7.
What about teacher?
Oh man, that's too hard. Ugh. No, they shape young minds. That's so hot. Also a 7.
Okay. Beekeeper.
Oh man, the danger, but also scary.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sciencey. I do like that. I'll give it a 6.
Really? I like a beekeeper. I think that's a good one. Maybe we should have our lady friend be a beekeeper.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let me think about that one. What about, this is a little different, art restorer. It's kind of interesting.
It's interesting,
Technical.
but it's a little,
A little boring, maybe.
A little boring, but important. But yeah, probably like a 5.
Okay.
It's just not my jam.
One more, marketing executive.
Oh, that's so hot.
Okay, good.
So sexy. Yeah,
Good.
that's my 10.
Like 11?
There.
12
11,
maybe?
is there even a scale?
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't end there. Let me give you one more. Very book-friendly marine biologist.
Oh, yeah, that's more cute than sexy. Makes me think of Sean.
Nobody cares,
Yeah,
Sean.
makes me think of Sean from Scrubs, which he was pretty hot. Scott Foley. Yes, sir.
Excuse me? Wait a minute. Isn't it our anniversary coming up?
8.
Okay. Let me see if I have any good ones on here still. And that's, you know what? Did I say the most generic one? Firefighter.
Oh, that's pretty hot. Did you see some firefighters crashed Abby Jimenez's book tour event?
They didn't know what they were walking into.
It hit all the news media outlets because a fire alarm went off and these really hot firefighters showed up in their gear, and they had hundreds of women there listening to Abby talk to another author, and these women went nuts. And of course, it went viral, everybody posting about it. And so then people were like, did y'all do that? Was that a stunt? Were they paid actors? They're like, no, they were not paid actors.
No.
Very hot. I'm gonna do like an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. It's not the hottest, but they can be.
All right. I've got more, but I think we're good. I think I've got a good setting of how you feel about these careers.
Yeah. Well, except that now I'm in podcaster. Yeah, it's still going to be lower on my list. But yeah, I thought I only had 10 spots to fill. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, architect's pretty hot. Yeah,
architect's a good one. Okay. Mm-hmm. I guess that was my game for you to start this off, because I'm trying to get my head wrapped around what we're talking about this afternoon.
I like it. What are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about stuff that I will tell you after our intro. But before we do the intro and the music, I did want to share something else with you.
What's that?
And I printed it out for you to help me, because
I'm scared.
You know, a couple weeks ago we talked about how our kiddo went to prom and what an experience that was for him, and how we went to prom and what that was like. Well, after that, we got an ad. One of our fans had written us an ad about going to prom, and
I'm always scared to read these fake advertisements.
Unsolicited solicitations, I think is what
they call them.
This
is JK from the Bay.
Yes, so
right.
I want to read ads
until we get real sponsorships.
Yeah, there you
people,
go.
This is what you have
to
listen
This is what you get.
Someone hook us up with a real sponsor.
Okay, you get to go first.
Speaking of junior proms, that's a good segue into this week's fake sponsor, Mumsford & Sons. Everyone wants to know their secret, but mum's the word.
Oh man, I can't tell you how much I love these Texas-sized mums, but they always have one big problem.
What's that?
Attachment issues.
I didn't catch that. You were mumbling a bit.
Sorry, I've been a bit woozy since I got kicked in the head.
Oh no, what happened?
I bent over to pick up a penny and took a boot in the ear.
Well, on that note, we should get back to it. Thank you, JK from the Bay. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Matt.
We are a married couple celebrating our 20th married and 25th anniversary together.
This week, we still don't know.
This week. But after being together for so long and having 2 boys that are almost grown, they're 13 and 17, we started finding that we had more time as individuals and together, and just finding what our next chapter looks like. And we decided, after reading some romance and contemporary romance novels together and how much we enjoyed it, we decided to write one. So this podcast is documenting our journey and our process of writing our first rom-com novel together. So thank you for joining us and listening along.
Indeed.
This week we've got some fun stuff planned for you.
Yeah, this week in our journey to write this book, we do a lot of book events. So we get to talk about our author of the week, who I'll let you reveal in a minute.
Yes.
We're going to be talking author of the week. Then we're going to talk about naming the male character and maybe even developing that person a little bit, as we've been talking about it in the background, to share with you guys a little bit of that and get your feedback on what you think about where we're going.
We spent a lot of time developing our female lead, naming her and figuring out her family and background. And now we're finally ready to discuss and reveal a little more about our male lead. Excited. But first.
Oh no, I forgot. I'm so bad at this.
I need you to set a reminder.
No. Author of the week. Author of the week.
Okay, it feels a little like a church choir or something. It's appropriate for Easter.
Author of the week.
Did you fade out?
Author of the week.
Nice.
Ooh.
So this week, our author of the week, we got to meet.
We met her.
We got to meet in person
So
at a Half Price Books event in Dallas while she was on her U.S. book tour. Her name is Paige Toon.
The Paige Toon. It was like episode 1 or 2, I think, where
we were talking
made
about
a false claim that it was a pen name, but it's her real name.
It's her real name, and oh my goodness, she was so sweet. It was so fun to listen to her talk and then to get to meet her. She has such an interesting story. She really grew up all over the world. She was born in Australia and lived there until I think she was about 11, but then she was raised in the UK and in the US, mostly just because she was traveling because her father was a professional race car driver, which is super cool. We're also really into F1. So that was really neat to just hear about her travels with him, with their family. And that really creates a lot of the settings in her books because she's traveled all over the world. And so she writes about places that she's been. But she started her career as a magazine editor at...
Wait, hold on. What's the name of the magazine?
I was going to skip that part.
What's the name of the magazine?
Do you want to say it?
She worked at Heat magazine.
Heat magazine in the UK. One of their popular like celebrity and entertainment weeklies.
Yeah.
I guess similar to People magazine here. But we've talked about heat and
before.
How it's my least favorite word in romance novels. But that's really where she learned about writing, narratives and emotionally resonant narratives. And then in 2007, she released her first book called Lucy in the Sky. And she's authored many, many best-selling novels since then.
Many.
We were there for the release of What If I Never Get Over You? What If I Never Get Over You? That just released on April 15th. And so we were excited to be there to celebrate that with her. And we're excited to read the book.
She was so kind.
So kind.
She was great. She stayed and talked to everybody, signed everybody's books, was very present. I know that takes a lot of energy out of just a person. And I just appreciate it when they, make an effort to do that kind of thing. And she was so phenomenal and nice to everybody.
And just listening to her talk, I always love thinking about their writing process. That's why I love going to these author events where I feel like a sponge right now, just soaking it all up. And I really just listen for their advice and process to see like, what do I want to emulate or replicate? And one thing I thought was interesting is she said a lot of times she'll write the guy first because that's the one she's going to fall in love with. And so I thought that was interesting. She said that sometimes an emotion will spark plots for her, like lyrics from a song that will make her feel that. And then she writes the emotion that she wants.
She writes music, she said.
Yeah, she likes to listen to music while she writes.
Start cranking out nouns and verbs. We get our music going.
I like that. But she writes like complex modern relationships that are very centered around like emotion and love, personal growth. And so she was saying like a lot of times she breaks her own heart when she's writing this, and that sometimes she won't even write the rest of a scene. She'll kind of leave it to your imagination, but then her editor says, we need you to write this. We need you. And she's like, man,
I got to go back.
Yeah. She's like, now I've got to go sob to write this.
She said it's a lot like a method actor.
Yeah.
Like she has to be in that headspace to do it.
To figure out how the characters are feeling. Her settings are often a character themselves.
Oh my goodness.
Her next book out that she announced while we were there, Don't Fall in Love with Me.
Yeah.
And that'll be out next year. But she was talking about how it's set in this like French spa town in the mountains. There's a little bit of a love triangle situation. But it was just interesting hearing about her talk about her settings and the research she does where she'll go to these places. And either she's been there before, she'll go back, she'll take pictures. And she really tries to recreate it as much as possible. But she really focused on the importance of research. And how a lot of times she won't even necessarily use most of the research, but it really helps her get in touch with her characters or just get inside
get
like
the
plot.
details right and be able to really see it in her head.
Yeah. So I really like that. I did one of the questions that somebody asked that I thought was really good. They asked her, which is just, I guess, a good question to answer yourself. They said, if you could either go back in time and meet your ancestors or go forward in time and meet your like descendants.
Yeah.
Which one would you do? What would you say? I thought a little bit about this.
I don't know. That's a
I
tough
was
one.
thinking-
You tell me first.
Well,
Let me
I
think
was
about it.
thinking I would go back in time and meet ancestors, because going forward, like, then I'm responsible. So if things don't turn out great,
responsible.
Yeah.
It all went bad during your generation.
Yeah, that was what my anxiety was, like, oh, I don't want to find out how I messed up or what trauma I, caused that was perpetuated over generations. So I was like, I'll just go backwards where nothing can be my fault.
I guess forward. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how far forward. If it was 4 generations, that might be interesting.
Yeah.
More than that, I'm not interested. Less than that, like you said, they can blame me for
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
I think there's a sweet spot there.
I know. That's just where my brain went. But I thought it was a fun question.
Good question.
The audience had really good questions, and she was just so generous with her time and
Mhm.
just sharing the information, and getting to meet her afterwards and talk a little bit about what we're doing was really cool.
She was kind enough
She
to record something for us.
the video for us.
And I'll put the audio clip right here-ish.
Hi, I'm Paige Toon, and I'm Author of the Week on Our Next Chapter.
So sweet of her. She is our Author of the Week, and we thought that was so kind of her to film that for us. But we're just excited to spotlight her this week, celebrate her new book being released, What If I Never Get Over You. Please go find it. We're excited to read it together.
Absolutely.
And we will report back on it. But you can find her on Instagram at Paige Toon Author. And she's very active on Instagram. Yeah. She responds most times when we comment or send messages. She's very active there. She's also on TikTok and Facebook and things like that. But she said Instagram is the best place to find her. And then her website is pagetoon.com. So if you've read any of her books or just really looking for something new, go check her out. Tell her we sent you.
Indeed. And something she did say that actually helps us transition into our naming our male character and what we think about him. She talked about naming characters, and she said it's one of the first things she does because it helps her kind of move in a certain direction. It helps her kind of get shape to the
idea
character.
Of the character. Yeah.
And it's not that the characters' names can't change, or they haven't in the past. Even in her book, she said that.
She changed one really late, like at
really
print
late.
time. Yeah.
But that's something I've been worrying about as we make this book, thinking like, why are we focused on names? But I think it gives us a handle.
Yeah.
Like a literal handle.
Well, she made me laugh because she said she's really careful now with what she names some of the side characters if they're not going to be super important, because she's given them names and they're like, oh, that was a really nice name.
She didn't want to give them the good name.
Why did I give them the good name?
I wasted the good name on you.
Yeah, that was a good one. That made me laugh.
So let's talk about our male character.
Yeah.
So we have Indiana Jones on one side. And now I've got a list of names here because I think there's a mix of, the name can tell you a lot. We've talked about this. It can tell you everything from, heritage all the way through what kind of nickname you have and what that means.
Yeah.
If I was a Matthew versus a Matt, I think that signifies something different.
And I think generational too. There's names that are more popular. If we had a Barbara or whatever, that you're going to find less of them now than you might have 20, 30, 40 years ago. So it definitely communicates things about the character. What do we know about our male character?
That's a good question. I don't know if we've talked too much on the podcast about him, but I think
we talk a lot about him just between ourselves. Yeah. So what do we want to reveal about him that we know?
I mean, we can soft reveal plenty and then continue to shape it. Because as we write it, it's going to continue to shape it its own thing.
And we're asking for grace from our listeners too, that, we have these ideas, but when we come to write, like Max Monroe said, they may talk to us and tell us they want something different.
Absolutely true.
It could evolve, but.
So I've kind of got him in my head right now as a kind of maybe Hispanic-y kind of fella. I think there's a big family aspect to him.
Yeah.
And that may be part of his background that's going to keep him from falling in love. It's going to be the thing he struggles with. Something with his family, having to be there for his family in some way. I think that's going to play a big part in it. So I started thinking about some of these names, like, one of my favorite is like Raphael, right? But maybe it's a Rafa, right?
That's a good one, yeah.
I always like a Rafa.
I like that. And I think, too, we've talked a lot about the importance that if Anna is this very type A, controlled, fast pace, he's going to need to be
he's going to be the chiller, calm kind of guy.
Down to earth. Yeah. Hands in the dirt kind of guy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing. I mean, we talked a little career stuff with him maybe a long time ago. I think we're kind of in this there's some craft to what he does, like
Yeah,
you're talking about.
for
Whatever
sure.
it is, there's going to be some craft to
For
it. And-
sure.
but I want to give him one of those names that's like, I guess he could technically be a Mateo. Huh?
I like that too.
Or Santiago as a Santi.
Oh, I love Santi. I think
You're a
that's
Santi
such a
fan.
cute, yeah.
It's got a little sharpness to it for
Yeah.
me. I'm not sure if that's where I want.
Well, or like a heaviness almost. It's a very
yeah,
like,
that's true.
I don't know, debonair
Very
name.
full-bodied.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Okay,
Full-bodied.
okay.
Joaquin.
Joaquin would be good. There are also some like our mechanic. He kind of went by a different name, which was kind of funny. His name was Jose, but he went by something else. That you could always give him a more open Evan, Jake. Like I don't know if that's kind of our vibe. It feels very.
Or it could be short for something, like it's a more generic nickname, but it's short for something. Yeah, that might reveal more about his heritage. Yeah.
What?
I've always liked Liam. We almost named Oliver Liam, and I thought that was such a cute name.
I've always thought of that as like a kind of British name.
Yeah, it is a little. I mean, Liam from One Direction.
1D. Yeah, but I don't know. That's where my brain goes.
Yeah,
and maybe more Americanized now. Now that I'm older, Andrea. What about I'm trying to think. A Gilberto
or Alejandro.
Alejandro.
Oh, he could be Alex.
He could be Alex. It's funny you talk about. I love Alex.
I do
actually.
too.
That's one of the ones that's been on our short list for a while, and I still love it.
Yep.
We kind of kick it around. But that's kind of always been a name that stuck with me.
Yeah.
Just since we were young, honestly.
It's funny enough, like
name.
anytime Brent would write scenes where you were supposed to be in it, he would give you the name Alex. And then our first puppy together, a boxer, his name was Alex. So we've had an Alex. So it's always been a name that we love.
Good. We'll have a Grandma Stella and Alex.
We did not agree on Grandma Stella. That has not been set.
We'll see.
But I like Alex a lot. It's been something we've kicked around.
I like it,
especially if Alejandro, I think it could reveal a little bit more about him and his family. And I think there could be times, just like there's times I call you Matthew. I think there could be times that he goes by Alejandro, kind of like with Indy. There's people who call her Indy, and there's people who call her Anna, and that has significance, or when they choose to use the different names. And so I feel like with him, when he's called Alejandro, that could be a term of endearment, or something that shows like a sentimentality or a connection to the person who calls him, like Ale or whatever. Yeah. But like publicly or in his career, he could be Alex. I like that too.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like the X. I like Alex.
Alex and Anna.
It's easy to read. Alex and Anna.
Anna and Alex.
Anna and Alex.
I like it.
Okay. A names. We're on A names now.
Yeah.
Okay. Pencil that in. Let's call him Alex from here on out until we can think of something else. Because I really like Alex. I've always liked Alex. That's, like I said, it's been our short list of names for a while.
Yeah.
So we talk about it, but
and it's like it's soft to me, but like firm. It's like I know those are opposite words, but
bodes well for me that you like that.
Well, it's like I like that. I don't know. It feels like he gives good hugs. Like
he's Olaf now.
He's Olaf. He's a soft space to land, but a space like someone that will catch you.
Okay.
I like Alex.
And Alejandro feels sturdy to you.
Yeah, sturdy. Yeah.
Feels with you, trustworthy. That kind of vibe.
I like it.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so Alex is Alejandro, and so
we've talked about him and his family.
Having family, which I mean, of course, is huge in the community.
Which we don't know. We haven't talked much about like parents.
Yeah, I don't know about his parents. That's a good question.
But I think something we've talked about is a mirror situation where he has a sister.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's definitely a sister involved. There has to be somebody that's hooked into the narrative from his side. Yeah. The parents, to me, the biggest thing that we'd probably pull from them as a tertiary character would be like family money. But I don't know if that's a good vibe for him. Like, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like property or something. Like it's generationally inherited something or But I like the idea of him having a sister that he's close with, so that that's something that they connect or bond over.
Yeah.
That they both get that with each other, that their sister or their sibling is a really important person in their life.
And it could be, yeah. And I think to make that bond closer between Alex and his sister, I think maybe having no parents in the picture would be the best, right?
Yeah,
So they're not trying to lean on or take care of their parents.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think we could reference them, but I don't see
Right.
them being around,
I don't either.
especially like if he's having to care for his sister or help his
Right.
sister.
Help his sister in some way.
Like what's the piece there? But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, because we've had ideas of like maybe his sister is ill, and so he's having to help take care of her. That's pulling some of his time and attention.
I think I'm still leaning in that camp that he is nervous to fall in love or find a relationship because he knows that his life is going to change with his ill sister.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's like one toe in the love pond, but one, like waiting.
And he's hesitant because
can't get too close.
His life's kind of on hold in that way. Like
right,
his
doesn't want to break any hearts, but love always wins.
Yeah,
I think that's good. I really like that for him. It makes him sturdy, makes him down home, makes him a little bit more attached to. I don't. That's not necessarily right. I feel like there's this thing where he's gonna believe that she's too shiny in Hollywood, even though she's really not. She's pretty down to earth, and she's gonna think maybe like he's just some kind of worker. Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't want her to have that kind of energy with him, but I think there's something there.
Yeah, like there's a reason she doesn't instantly connect.
Yeah,
or that she feels too different from him. Yeah, I don't know. I think too that the family element, I feel like that can reveal a little bit about his values or his value system. When you see that he's taking time away from his career to help his family or whatever that is, like that might be something that attracts her to him.
Yeah.
Or that she learns about him, that maybe there's a misunderstanding or that she misjudges him for something. And then finds out that they actually do have a lot in common.
Yeah, with the sisters both being basically going to be their lives for the most part.
Yeah. We've talked about the sister having kids.
Yeah, I think we're talking about illness too. So if the sister is ill, he needs to step in and take care of the kids because that's their family way.
Right.
That's another reason the parents can't really be around, because the parents might want to be part of that, and I don't think that's part of the story. Yeah. But I think if he knows he has to go back and take care of the kids, the rambunctious boys or the boy and girl or wherever we land, then he can't get fully attached to her because he knows he's going to have to take a step back whenever the illness
he'll have to be
drops.
home or not knowing
his life's going to change.
Yeah, not knowing where he'll have to be.
I think that's his anchor.
I like that. like you said, I think it's a good anchor for him,
right?
And where his priorities are and where his mind would be. Just that he has these family obligations, and that creates depth for him, and
tension
and choices for him. We haven't fully fleshed out like what do we think his occupation is going to be. We've talked a lot of ideas. I feel like I don't know.
I feel like he needs to be a little quieter.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, like he needs to be a little more reserved.
Yeah. We've had ideas of him like that there's some kind of family farm or something where they're growing vegetables or some kind of product. We've talked about him being a chef, and
that's still a big one.
Yeah, or like maybe he has a restaurant, or maybe it's like a farm to table situation and they're growing the items, or like it's a family business.
I think chef's nice too. I like to cook, so that's nice. I know. And that's fun. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good question, because even if he had a restaurant somewhere and he had to give up his life to go back to his sister, maybe he could open another restaurant with them in their hometown or something like that, even though it may not be the biggest hometown or something like that. Yeah.
But I could see him being, like you said, just hesitant to commit or really put down roots in LA if that's where the story starts. If he's got this family situation going on, that could be a big part of his conflict.
So if he's a chef, does that mean he could be a barbecue guy? We can bring barbecue in. All right, now I'm interested.
Well, I'm already seeing like the book launch, and you're serving barbecue at the book launch.
I would.
Yeah, just have your
barbecue and books. We have our own event.
There you go. I like it.
Smoking hot reads. Huh? Spicy reads.
I like it. Yeah.
Um,
Well, pencil that one in. I don't know if he's a barbecue guy. Maybe. I guess we have to figure out where he's from first. If he's from the South, maybe that would make sense. I feel like it would be more likely.
Okay. We do need a good city for him. That
Mhm.
makes sense.
I think he needs to come from either a smaller town or a more rural area, like especially if there's going to be an element of
Okay.
growing produce or
Yeah.
farm to
true.
table.
We need space.
Yeah, I think.
Hmm.
But him coming from the South would be fun.
Yeah.
And it's something we know and can write about, and his food would be delicious.
His food would be delicious. We could put recipes in the book.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Put our family recipes in the book. That'd be fun.
Oh, that's a fun one. Yeah.
Or anything we reference in the
Mhm,
book, we could put a
mhm.
recipe too.
That'd be fun. I like that.
That'd be neat.
Write that down. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Awesome. I think we made some progress here. I've written down a few things. Let's take what we talked about today, and then we can put it with what we know about her, and we can see the next pieces the next puzzle pieces that bubble up, and we'll talk about that next week.
They're meat cute.
They're meat cute.
Mhm.
MEAT. Meat cute. Andrea, it could be a barbecue thing. Name of the book is Meat Cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
See, it's just all become barbecue.
I like it. Okay.
All the way down.
It just became
All
a
right.
barbecue.
Let's just write a barbecue book instead. No romance.
Stella's barbecue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stella.
I like it. I like Alex. I like who he's becoming. I think, let's keep developing his story and their meat. MEAT cute. But yeah,
Okay.
let us know what you think. Like, we're like Paige. We didn't start like with Paige Toon. We didn't start with our guy, but let us know. Do you feel like you're falling in love with him? I
like him. I think he's going to have nice dark hair and
dark eyes.
And we talked about body stuff already a little bit. I don't know if I want to get too deep into either of them being like perfectly sculpted people.
Definitely not. I want them to feel real.
Yeah.
And like we said, he needs to be a sturdy boy.
It's true.
Yep. And if he's from the South and making barbecue, it makes me think of that SNL skit about I need a big boy. It's cuffing season. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but you can sing it to us.
Well, maybe we'll link it, but I don't know. I could see.
Maybe he'd just kind of generic chef.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, chefs, they're on their feet 24/7. It's not like they're.
Yeah, no, he'll be fit, but like you said, not like
fit.
Perfectly sculpted. But yeah, no, I'm falling for it.
Can we make her really tall?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
how tall?
Like 6'3".
That's pretty tall. I don't know about that.
That's my thing.
Tall. I know your dream is to date a really tall woman that could just carry you around
like a baby.
I don't know.
I mean, you have been training. You're getting pretty close.
True. I'm becoming the Rock with my strength training, lifting. Yeah,
okay.
We'll see. I'll just carry you around. All right. Well, let us know what you think about Alex and Anna, Alejandro, and his family.
Thank you for listening, guys. Everybody, thank you so much. Numbers have been good, Andrea. I know I don't talk to you that too much, but everything's going great. Everybody's listening.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Please continue to share with people who love books.
It makes me so happy when someone will text me and say, or message us and say, I just told so-and-so about your podcast. And then they follow. I see them pop up on your follow or that they've started listening. And that's so cool. So yeah, thank you for sharing. Continue. We're on Instagram at Our Next Chapter Podcast. But be sure to sign up for our non-existent newsletter so you can get your name in our book when we publish. We'll put everyone's names in the back. Let us know if you read any of Paige Toon's books, including her newest one that just launched this last week called What If I Never Get Over You?
Thank you, Paige.
And tell us what you think the sexiest jobs are.
Yeah.
What career did we miss that's super sexy? But happy anniversary to you.
Happy anniversary to you. The next time you hear us, we will have somehow
we'll have celebrated our anniversary. Yeah, somehow. But I still choose you every day.
Every day is our anniversary.
And I still choose you every day.
Right.
I love you.
I love you.